Part 1, Searching for the Keys. Not those keys. 1. Dream Seeds. I walked out of the courtroom, my mind in a daze. With one stroke of his pen, the judge had stripped me of nearly everything I possessed, everything that had been dear to me. My 13-year marriage had crumbled, my house and furnishings swept away, my finances totally depleted. I was drowning in a sea of attorney fees and unpaid bills, devastated. My world, once storybook perfect and the image of the energetic young evangelist with supportive, loving family, had been crushed by the unthinkable, the unpardonable. I was alone. That ugly afternoon, as I stood on the steps of the courthouse, I felt drained and confused. My mind cried out, "What in the world went wrong?" I really could not point my finger at anyone. Feverishly, I clawed my way through the debris of my memory and could not understand how this had happened to me, not me. Lord, I've preached miracles, prosperity, and how your blessings are for us today. And here I stand stripped and humiliated before man and heaven. My bank account is exhausted. The credibility of my ministry is in jeopardy. The deepest love I have ever known has been ripped to shreds. Is this what I have to show for your blessings upon my life? In the midst of my confusion, suddenly there came to me the calmest voice I'd ever heard. I'm not through blessing you. Somehow, I believe those words God spoke to me that day. In fact, it was then that I wrote this song. God, not through blessing you. God's not through blessing you. A man one day lost every dime to his name. His best friends even said he was through. But God said to Job, your best days are just ahead, because I'm not through blessing you. God's not through blessing you. God's not through blessing you. So never give up. What he said he will do, God's not through blessing you. I especially like the way my dear friend Tammy Bakart sings it. God's not through using you. At that moment, I knew God would find a way to restore his blessings upon my life. And I will restore you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar, and the palmer worm. Joel 2:25. I determined to find those keys that would unlock the windows of heaven. My search began immediately. It was a grueling process. A maelstrom of emotions churned within me. Loneliness stalked me relentlessly. I found myself bursting into tears at unexpected times. My memory became my enemy as I constantly replayed the past. After listening to me pray and cry for 3 hours one day, God simply spoke 2 words, shut up. I suddenly realized that I should stop concentrating on what I had lost and begin focusing on what I still possessed. Within hours, he gave me 2 songs, You Can Make It and I Am Blessed. He has used these songs to bless countless thousands since that day. For that, I give him the glory. Gradually, the light began to dawn. Those sought-after laws of blessing began to surface. My emotions began to settle. The pain subsided. I began to dream again. I awakened one morning with new energy, fresh ideas, and the greatest anointing I'd ever known. Yes, even a river of financial blessing began to flow back into my life. Most thrilling of all, God revealed to me the master keys and unlocked these miracles. Your life may be difficult for you right now. You may be searching frantically for a solution to a family crisis. Perhaps your weekly paycheck just doesn't stretch sufficiently to pay your bills. You may be in desperate need of a healing in your body. You may feel like a failure. You may feel as though you don't even deserve a miracle. Well, my friend, I wrote this book for you. Whatever problem you are facing, I know these master keys to miracles and blessings will work for you as they did for me. Feel free to underline any thought that helps you. Keep this book handy. Review it often. I believe you are on the threshold of the greatest miracles you've ever experienced in your entire life. What is the greatest miracle God could do for you today? What do you dream of doing with your life? What blessings are you pursuing? What would you attempt to do if you knew it was impossible to fail? What dream dominates you? It may appear unattainable, it may seem impossible, yet the picture persists within you. There is a reason. You see, God begins every miracle in your life with a seed picture, the invisible idea that he gives birth to a visible blessing. Our dream and desires begin as photographs within our hearts and minds, things that we want to happen in our future. God plants these pictures as invisible seeds within us. I call these invisible photographs of desired miracles and blessing dream seeds. Dream seeds are the invisible visions within you planted by God, not a carnal creation of an unholy imagination. So the first thing to do is to make sure that what you think is a dream seed is in line with God's will and word and is from him.